Escape Pod.
I'm Jezbot.
I'm Timmy Taco.
And I'm Danoz.
Welcome back to Turnstile Records presents the Escape Pod.
And we're gearing up for Christmas. So,
Ho ho ho.
And
Very-
off to bed we go.
Yo ho ho and a bottle of rum, I would have
Okay.
thought.
yeah,
good.
oh yo ho ho and a bottle of ouzo.
Never do that, ladies and gentlemen. Ouzo is the
ouzo?
devil's juice, is what it is.
Juico.
It's the
What
devil's...
does ouzo come from?
Greece. Very big on the
Yeah,
Greek
but
islands.
don't
what,
they...
what plant, though?
Yeah.
It's anise.
Anus?
Anise?
Anus seed?
Anise? Yeah, well, you know
An-
those.
anisole?
You know those Greeks.
We'll
Is
get
that
into
why it
that
tastes
later.
like that?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, but more Christmas stuff gearing up because it is only about a week and a half.
Depends when you
Yeah,
post
not-
this.
Week and a half.
Not,
I would
not
say.
long to go.
Yeah.
Mm.
Have you done your...
Shopping?
yeah.
If by doing my shopping you mean you've given carte blanche to your wife to spend up big on the credit card, then
Where
yes,
is-
I have.
Where is
good.
carte blanche? I've always wanted to go and do my
Yeah.
shopping there as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah, carte blanche. So is that the name of a person? Or is it just like...
It's French.
Yeah.
French for what?
Well, it's not
you've got-
yogurt because I think that's your play.
That's your play, yeah.
I think it's just you've got free hand, free open slather.
Okay.
Yeah,
Can we fact that?
yeah.
Yeah,
Turn-
you
turn
go.
a
You go
phrase.
fact yourself over there.
I will. So,
all
yeah,
wrapped
So
up.
shopping, I haven't bought any. I was in Hardly Normal the other day looking at big ass TVs. I want to buy myself a Christmas present.
yeah.
A
So,
big ass
can I
75-inch TV.
We're in the same.
yeah, so
boy.
can I ask you guys, what's with the upgrade? Is it better resolution, bigger size?
It's a whole new world, Tim.
Because back in the old days, back in the diggities,
Or we're talking about fatback TVs.
I'm just talking about TVs in general. Yeah, fatbacks. You get your TV, you got your TV. That's it. So there is a big. I've got to get a new flat screen. Oh, I've got to get a new this. Got to get. You said it. Your TV
Well,
is
we were-
fantastic. Well, we have had it for 7 years.
I've had it for about,
Like what?
had this thing for about 10 years. But-
And in Jeremy's defence, he and I both sit a really long way away from the TV screen. So I think it's appropriate that you scale your TV to the distance you sit away from the television itself,
Would you consider
which is
putting?
code for big ass.
Yeah. Would you consider putting your old television in a perspex box and hang it in your backyard?
Yes, okay.
Yeah.
Not a bad
That'd be
idea.
pretty
This is
cool.
Timmy's hot tip. Garden tip. I wouldn't
Yeah.
mind doing that. I was thinking about more like the bedroom, but I guess I could make it waterproof and put it outside.
Yeah, well,
Is
you
your
probably
little
still need
TV
a waterproof
nook
in your...
in your bedroom size appropriate? That's a big
No,
ass
it's
TV.
not. No. Yeah, the nook will have to go. It's going to be turned back into a cupboard,
Yep.
and not a TV cupboard.
Okay.
Okay.
There
But
you go.
yeah, you want to update. Now you're going to go...
Don't you? Isn't it universal? Come on.
Me, I'm
Tell
the
me
kind
you
of
don't want
guy... Oh, well, look, I'll take one if it's on offer, but I'm the kind of guy that who likes to get around. I move from place to place. I'm never in one town. Is that what the lyrics are? No.
Where he lays his hats, his home, or are we talking about different songs?
But I'm the kind of guy that once the TV has reached its absolute limit, like, will not turn on anymore. Actually, I am approaching that because I've got the remote got snapped in half and I pieced it together. You know how hard it is to... You can't glue it together. Can't sticky tape it together.
No.
Mind you, I have sticky taped it together.
Yeah, with paddle pop sticks for reinforcement.
Oh, I like that one.
What about this universal remote lie
It's a
that's
shame.
been going?
Just on remote controls, I'd just like to share with you that I find it offensive how much it costs for a replacement remote control.
Oh, yeah. They get you in the remotes.
those
And the same for
bastards.
car remotes.
And keys.
Yeah. So the TV, when I press, I can't use a remote anymore. So when I'm pressing the on button on the side, it's because it's connected all to the one panel. If I try to turn it up, it activates the top button and turns it off. So
New TV. Looks
New
like
TV.
Santa's.
So
Looks
just
like
on that, have you been researching?
Well,
are you like OLED, QLED, super, ultra,
Tell you
high
what, Dan,
definition?
I tell you, as far
Series
as I
7,
got,
Series 8, Series 9,
curved 3D,
has
backlit.
it got
200 megahertz refresh rate, true blacks. Are you there?
I'm not. I didn't even know all these things were a thing.
Well,
I was
I've
looking
only
more
recently discovered
of it. Has it got Netflix capabilities
Yep.
and Chromecast and all this kind of stuff?
Yep, which is like your entry grade TV these days.
Because you know, if you're going to go down to hardly normal, that you're going to get the same treatment you got when you bought your mattress. You see, and you're going to be standing there looking at TVs, and straight away a guy's going to come over because it's Christmas time.
Yep.
And he's going to say, "In for a new TV, are ya?"
Yeah.
And you're going to have to do a bit of TV shtick with him.
Yep.
Which feel free to steal from this conversation.
Okay.
But you're going to need to know
All these
things that Danoz has just ran off, because these are going to be the first things that he asks.
Well, this is what I'm going to do. Here's my plan.
Bring Dan.
Well, yeah.
No, but I'm gonna do the same thing as the salesman and try and talk him up to the big ass super OLED ultra high definition immersion experience.
I'll tell you what happened. It was last weekend. We woke up on Sunday morning, and we both said, "Let's go spend some money. What do we don't really need? I know, a TV."
Yep.
And by 2:00, we had sort of researched our way out of it because of all these terms that we're unawares of. So that's what I'll be doing. Is waiting for Daniel to do all his due diligence.
Well,
Don't do what Danny does.
my battle at the moment is Tien goes, look, this is a big ass TV. We can get a big ass TV, but why do we need to get this technology when this one looks good and it does all this shit? But it's like, but this is newer. You don't walk into a shop and go, oh, I'll have the old one.
Yeah,
you go.
Yeah, I'll have
You
a regular
You don't walk
toothbrush.
into Apple and you go, oh, can I please have an iPhone 6, please?
Yeah.
No, you don't do that. You go,
Same with
I'd like
your,
a 6S, please.
Yeah.
It's
Give
the
me
same sort of
latest and
level
the
of
greatest.
purchase as your mattress, Tim, like you were saying. It's one of these things. We're going to have this for another 10 years.
Yep, correct.
Don't go the Kogan no-name brand. Go the known Sonys, or you got your...
So-name brand.
what other TVs are there?
You got your
Doesn't matter.
Hanky
Samsung.
Bannister.
Yeah.
LG.
Yeah.
But just on Kogan, my sister suggested that to me via text message only this afternoon and said, here, check this one out. Super ultra high definition, blah, blah, blah. Samsung screen, blah, blah, blah. And it was like, you know what? It's quite a convincing case.
Yeah. Well, I went straight to reviews. That's what I go to. Actual punters. And it gets about 2 to 3.5 stars.
Yeah, but that's snobbery.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Like, you don't actually qualify for a 7 or above unless you're a Sony.
I'm not sure about this
do you
12-month
think-
warranty, though. I
Or
want
is
a
it
5-year warranty on my
Is it a
TV.
conspiracy and husbands banding together and posting onto these websites the second best TVs? Oh, it's crap. It's crap. It's crap. So when the wives go
False
and look,
flags.
they'll go, we better get the better one. 'cause
I love it.
these
I'm
ones
going
have bad
home
reviews.
to review some TVs.
Yeah, right now.
Well, that's TV talk, I think. Well, it's all these decisions we have to make at Christmas. Do we buy before Christmas or after Christmas? Do you wait for the next models, or do you buy the model down like Dan's saying? You know, what do you?
And
what do you
there's,
No, I'm not saying
Yeah, no,
that.
you're not
I'm
saying
fighting that.
And
I will
the,
fight you.
the Boxing Day sale, they're not going
Stay away from there.
It doesn't work, does it? It's all
Internet,
farce.
internet.
It just means the shops are open the next day. But,
Yeah, I'm not going to step out and all that nonsense. There's too many people.
yeah.
Yep.
Buy online, go pick it up from the depot.
Yep.
That's as far as I'll go.
Yep. Then
Okay.
you don't even have to worry about that pushy salesman that's trying to upgrade you
Yeah.
constantly.
Upsale.
But for only 500 more, you can get 200 more dots per square inch. It's like,
But the human eye only can register 1 billion dots.
yeah, but do you know what? I drink that shit up. I want it all.
Yeah, okay.
Give me the million dots.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like thread count, isn't it?
Well,
Yeah,
if
what's
you
the
have
com-
you have
yeah,
you
this-
laid
all right, Dan.
between 1,000 thread
Here we go.
sheet?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
It really does.
Once you pop, you don't want to go back.
No, you don't.
Nah.
No, it's really comfy.
But are you a fan of terry toweling sheets in winter?
Not really.
Okay.
No, you're talking
We're just talking the sort of fluffy cotton ones that
sort
are
of like your
just-
flannel.
Yeah.
Flannel.
Yeah, flannel.
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 Nah, not
Flannel
for me.
sheets.
I don't like this soft flannel sheet. I like a hard, smooth sheet.
Have we talked about towel consistency
I don't think
before?
so.
Yeah, I don't like those towels that are all like you still feel damp after using it. I like
Yeah.
a rough terry toweling. You know,
Yeah.
like it's been out in the sun for about 5 years.
Okay, I'm gonna have to go get Jeremy a new
Yeah.
Christmas present.
Soft towels are off.
No, there was that choice award. What do they call the shonkies?
Oh,
The worst products for the year. There was this fabric softener. They said it was eco-friendly and blah blah blah, and it cost 3 times as much. Choice did some tests. Turns out it's less effective than water.
So it's the homeopathic.
yeah, I guess.
I thought you were going to say it was made out of baby seal tears.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, because those fabric softeners, all it is like fibres that when you wash it in clings to the clothes, and then when it goes through the process, they fluff up,
okay.
right? So it adds fluff to it. So, with all the fluff that's flying around your house, most of it's skin, for
Awesome.
starters.
Good stuff.
Skin scrapings, if you go like that, and some scrapings. But a lot of it's got fabric softener in it as well.
That was just speaking of dust. That was the other stupid purchase that we've been talking about a lot recently.
Dust.
Dyson stick vacuums.
Yeah.
V10. $1,000 for a vacuum cleaner.
Is this the one with no cord?
No cord.
Cordless.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to try one out? I've got one.
You got a V10?
Sure do.
Do you?
Yep.
How much? Fell off the back of the truck.
What you
$1,000 bucks.
Yeah.
You bought one.
No, I didn't.
And is it good?
A few people banded together to buy Vanessa one for her 40th.
Okay.
Absolute
Isn't
no control. We already
that
had
a
a
bit of
Dyson.
diss to women to give them something like
Yeah,
a vacuum
something
cleaner?
like- it's not
It
like-
sort of says 1950s housewife, doesn't
Sure,
it?
it does. It sure
does.
does.
Reek
Yeah.
of that.
But
I also
But-
gave you some tea towels.
I want one, so I was thinking, could I justify giving Chen one? No,
No,
I'm not going to do
no,
a
no, no.
1950s housewife.
Don't do it. They're good. They don't last though.
This is what I was going to say. I don't want to be on the first Mars mission.
But the
You don't want to be in the first pioneer group.
Yep.
And I think that's a lot like this $1,000 no cord vacuum cleaner.
Well,
the
do you wanna-
batteries just don't last.
Yes, but you do want to feel
I'm
like
not gonna
if you
buy
want to
that.
feel like you're in an elite cleaning club.
Yeah.
I
need one.
go to Dyson, right, which is just up the road here,
Yeah.
and get your Dyson serviced for free. It's a lifetime free guarantee.
Service
You
it
bring it
free.
in that like we purchased one off eBay, one of those little floor ones,
Yep.
and bought it straight to Dyson, and they went, oh, yeah, this missing this bit.
You
missing
know
this
how
bit,"
we
just
were,
loaded us up.
You know how we were just talking about potential ways to make money out of podcasting?
Mm-hmm.
I think we should really be talking to Dyson.
Yeah, probably.
I was back and forth with Sean enough today. We were talking about he was doing the tea bag relay, where you have one cup, your first cup of tea, and then you leave the bag in there until your second cup of tea of the day. It's the tea bag relay.
Right.
And then we were talking about salts, and then Mortine came up in the conversation. I thought to myself, maybe that's what we should be doing for this podcast, game. Just abandon it and just do ads. Just spruik different products and whatnot.
Great.
That's
and,
all we do. We talk about TVs and washing machines and
That's true. It's true, but I'm sure the listeners...
great holiday destinations, places you should visit.
And if you're still with us, stay tuned for more product placement. Soon, Jeremy will be spruiking the tea that he's actually
Yeah, well,
drinking.
do you know what I did? I made us all a peppermint tea.
First peppermint tea I've had in about 15 years.
Well, I'm a recent convert. I'm fully there, but I like it with a large lemon for a little bit of bitterness.
So a
and
little
tangy
sip on this, a
infusion.
little suck on that.
Well, Tim and Ness were after a lemon, weren't you? Just,
We were after a lemon.
half an hour ago, and I did not have a lemon to put into the peppermint tea.
Yes,
but
yet-
I did
yet
use
he,
Thermos brand thermos that kept the peppermint tea nice and hot on the way over here.
Yet every time we go around to his house, he's showing off his lemon tree, isn't he?
He is. Are there lemons growing on it?
Little baby ones.
Okay, I've got little babies now. It's the first time I've had lemons growing on my lemon tree, so I've been pissing like a trooper on it. Now, I've been chopping out gore wasp. I've been talking to it.
Yep.
To
Positive
try and lift
reinforcement.
Yeah,
its-
like
lift
I'm
its
about to
spirit.
piss on you. I'm pissing on you right now. I just pissed on you.
Open your roots. Open your roots.
And then I added a shit ton of fertilizer and dynamic lifter, which is a bit whoopy on the nose, but it's there. It's growing.
So
fruit now.
basically, your whole lemon tree smells like piss and shit.
Yep, and then you gotta pick them off, cut them open, and
They're
squeeze
disgusting.
that goodness out all
Now,
over your
is
tea.
it a proven fact that we are messing with the pH level with the old piss on the lemon tree thing, or is that just one of those things like
yeah.
if you want to make lemons, you gotta piss?
Is it pissing on the pH? Is it messing with the pH, or is it something to do with the urea?
Urea,
Is actually
yeah.
a fertilizer.
in small amounts. You don't want the male toilet up at the Notting Hill Hotel to now be just one lemon tree.
or we don't. Yeah, we would.
It's not good.
But you wouldn't be shocked if a lemon tree started growing out of the urinal.
I wouldn't be. I don't know how many times they've renovated that place and not spent a dime.
On the dunnies.
No, they didn't. But
No.
as soon as Kath died, they spent all the money. Oh no, they haven't really
Revamping
done
it.
up the toilets,
Oh, it's
have
nice. Everything else is looking schmick, but
Speaking of schmick-looking bars, have you been to the Wheelers Hill Hotel recently?
I think it's
place
I think it's
as-
called the something
the
Squire.
James Squire.
Yeah,
The
Yeah,
Rogue
it's-
Squire or something.
it's had a facelift. It
Sure has.
It's snazzy.
Magical views up there overlooking the
Can you
Dandenong
see the city
Ranges.
from there?
Yeah. No, it's looking the opposite way.
Okay.
But geez, I got mighty inebriated there on Friday.
Was that your work function?
It was.
Oh, Christmas parties.
Yeah.
Back onto the Christmas theme.
Okay,
So,
We're out of what to buy this year.
is it
now
was
into-
it one of your because office folk, right?
Yes, office folk.
So
But
is that your chance to let loose and have a little bit of a dance and spend 5 minutes with Samantha from the typing pool that you haven't really had a chance to get to know yet, but
Yes, that's exactly what it's like. Yeah. So look, it was an opportunity to. Yeah, we got loose.
Do you have to get loose in order, like for
Rank?
So, yeah, in rank. So whoever's higher up in the company has to have the third and fifth and sixth beer. You like the underlings can't just go right. It's on.
oh, you'd think that the
Set
warehouse,
the pace.
the
Like
warehouse
the manager
staff
has
would
to
get-
set the pace.
The warehouse staff's going to get drunker than the office staff.
Definitely.
Well, I introduced the first round of Zabrovka vodka shots at around would have been about 6 o'clock in the evening. So we started at midday down at Jezbot in the cafe having a nice lunch with about 5 bottles of champagne, which was pretty good.
Chelsea Park.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I can see that.
Look, just between you and me and our dear listeners, it
everyone
really
else.
irked me that they picked Gels Park to have a Christmas party and not somewhere like
The city. Yeah.
Yeah, somewhere with public transport, easy
Yeah.
access. But anyway, it happened. But we've got a team leader. He's highly paid in a fairly senior role, who got loose.
Oh, really? Tabletop, Timmy Tabletop?
Yeah. When did it go downhill?
He was beginning to slur, and we decided that singles were not enough, so we moved on to doubles, and we were drinking a lot of gin.
I see. I like this.
The
I
crying
like
game.
The crying game.
No, just randomly while we were playing pool, there was this is once the hardened professionals were left. We were playing pool, and he turned to the group and he goes, "Do you guys reckon you could beat me in a fight?"
Oh, shit.
And
See?
Yeah.
Christmas parties, man.
Yeah,
You
he's
stay
thinking
right
about it
away
all
from
night.
it.
And so the other scrawny little team leader goes, No, I couldn't beat you in the fight. Then he turned to another mate who just happened to be a sober Muslim. Hadn't drunk anything, so quite
Yeah.
together, collected. And he goes, "So do you reckon you could beat me?" And he just turned around and he went, "Yep."
Ah, shit. It's spear tackled right.
Yeah. And this guy who asked the question, the team leader, lost it.
Really?
Dropped his pool cue, and it looked like it was going to be
Oh, so he was
Armageddon.
he was testing the
He was-
underlings.
How old's this bloke?
He'd be late 40s.
Late 40s, soaking wet.
Late 40s, and the young guys only maybe 32.
40. Man rage.
Yeah.
Hard.
Top dogger. Pickguck.
Pickgucking.
Yeah. So it was
So did they go around? Or
no,
two?
but after this actually went on for like 40 minutes.
40.
Yeah, where he, like
Were you being peacemaker?
I was like,
Blessed are the cheesemakers.
nah,
Well, they are.
because I can just flex now that I'm a regular gym goer. And
Yeah.
no one wants to mess with me.
No, but did you
Okay.
get in between and go, no, right, boys, cut it out and settle down, settle down.
All that crap.
Cowboys.
Yeah,
Chill out.
But
I hate to ask the question, but it sounds a lot like cocaine was involved.
No.
The anger, the
No.
rage, the
No.
fighting.
no,
The
just
ranking.
yeah,
Who's
just
better than who?
Who's
bit of a-
peacocking who?
Bit of a loose dude.
Mm.
Okay. And so was that as bad as it gets?
That was pretty bad.
Oh no, somebody sunk in the black bowl. That sucked.
I thought that was the sequel to Jack Nicholson's As Good As It Gets.
Sink in the black bowl.
As bad as it gets.
Oh.
Never mind.
Yeah,
Move
I
on.
could tell you one other little happening from the event, but I'm just a little concerned that this is effectively broadcast, and I would be sharing something that I'm not sure.
Go right ahead.
No, let me dwell on it for a bit.
Why don't you say it and then I'll edit it out if it's bad?
Yeah.
No, it's not bad, but it's okay.
No, you have to. Wait, come closer to the headphones.
A
listener.
guy just between you and me.
Yeah.
A guy who shall remain nameless declared his undying love for our
Now,
Does anyone from your work listen to the podcast? I'm sure because you.
Yes.
Okay, we'll take that out. All right.
That's all right. I said there wasn't any.
yeah. So when does the hemorrhoids come into the story?
Yeah, that's right.
I'll tell you mine if you tell me yours.
Just as long as you don't show me yours, that's fine.
Oh, well... I don't know. Really know if I want to tell that story,
Okay.
but...
Is that a real story?
Yes.
Okay, well then
Happened
don't tell it.
It happened to me this morning.
Don't tell it.
No. Oh,
Okay.
I've got fans to
Has
think
anyone ever heard of an exploding hemorrhoid?
Do they explode?
They can. They can.
Yes. You're looking at me like you know.
I have recently come across a situation where a hemorrhoid effectively
burst in my
exploded
pants.
in front of me.
Oh, what
At
do you
the gym.
mean?
At the gym.
No. But this guy who has a hemorrhoid issue does like to go to the gym, and some of the exercises that he does on a quite regular basis exacerbate his hemorrhoids.
Oh.
So, just for all you guys out there that have
Hemorrhoids, bring a towel to the gym.
yeah, so
Bring a nappy.
yeah, just sitting down at the office, typing away on a memo or a brief,
Sitting on a brief.
and all of a sudden,
Oh.
and it's
With
like,
the sound.
and he's like, "Hey, can you just come here for a sec? Can you see anything back there?"
Can you smell anything or
Uh,
taste anything?
And I went, "No, what are you talking about, man? You shit your dacks. What's going on?"
What's wrong, Dazza?
He goes, "I just burst a hemorrhoid."
Oh. That is puke. Hey,
So
so
what-
because you're a
Sympathetic
Sympathetic hurler.
Not well.
Did
Not
you?
well.
Did you?
Did you help him out or did you?
I said, "Thank you for sharing," and then
Turn around. I thank you, good sir.
Did you help him out?
what am I supposed to do?
Get him some pants. Get him some.
Uh,
Give him a tissue.
No. He asked me to look. I looked. I went, "No, man, you're right. and I needed to remove myself.
Sure enough, it had burst, and if it wasn't for that's so disgusting.
Yeah, isn't
Never
it?
heard of that. No.
Yeah, I hadn't either.
I think that might be his most embarrassing moment.
Yeah.
Well, I applaud his willingness to share that kind of a disaster with me, like straight up.
Well,
It's panic stations, Dan.
Can we still hover around the butt for a minute? Remember Miss Snapstick from
Thunder
school?
thighs, yeah.
I guess so.
Why don't
yeah.
we call it Miss Snapstims?
Yep, I remember.
And we were in year 7, and she didn't like me, right? I had her for English. She wasn't a good friend of mine, and so you know how they used to have the desks were kind of in rows, and the teacher would walk up and down while
Sure, just like
kids were-
like a classroom.
like a classroom. You don't
Yeah,
remember that?
Been there, yep.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
taking me
yeah.
back.
So she's
It's
walked
painting a
past.
picture.
Yeah.
She's walked just past my desk. I'm hard at work, and one of the other blokes from behind me has reached down the aisle, reached up and stuck their finger right up her dress and gone, "We're punk," right?
What?
Yeah, straight up.
Are we naming names?
How far up?
I don't know who. I don't know
Who done it, Your Honour?
So she's turned around and gone, "Whoosh, you dirty bastard," to me, right?
Because I'll
Wowzers.
tell you why. When you whip your head around really quickly, the first thing you see is red
Okay.
and red hair.
Okay.
And who you hate.
Yeah, you blame the redhead.
Yeah, so so she's gone, you, right? I've allegedly molested her.
Indecent assault.
Indecent assault. So, I didn't do it. Let's see, we go to the principal's office. So, Mum and Dad got called up, and I'm pretty sure they remember this. And we had to sit in there. Well, who was the year 7 coordinator at that time?
This is
Ward.
Ward. Right, okay.
Yeah, you,
So
could,
it was-
you could get a pack of Horizons off her, a pack of
Yeah.
50s out of her desk. She was smoking the whole time.
She was smoking the whole
Yeah.
time, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Back when they could smoke in their office still. So I had to go up for a meeting with my parents and
Yep.
my accuser and defend myself against the old finger up the old how's your father?
Yeah.
And I had to just denied it, right? Denied it, didn't supply.
But you didn't do it?
Didn't do it. Didn't do it.
And
This is
you
what-
didn't.
this is
You
exactly
never
what
found
Dad
out
said
who
to
did
me,
do
and
it.
you didn't do it.
That kind of a story gets around.
They
does.
should have done the old test that Julia's, our sister-in-law's grade prep teacher did when who farted in class,
Oh,
and
no,
when no one
not
admitted
sniffing
it,
assholes.
sniffing the butts. That was a common practice back in the day. So why didn't they do the same sort of thing and just like go around and smell everyone's
Sorry,
fingers?
because I'm pretty sure at that age, if you smelt my fingers, they would have smelt like shit. Pretty much. Probably. I would have had shit under my fingernails. So I'm on the chopping block. And
not with those shitty fingers. Wash your hands
and-
first, please.
thanks to Mum and Dad. They did defend me. Like, it's really, yeah, I don't think, I'm pretty sure,
Not a molester.
like, he's done some pretty shitty things in his school career, but never molesting the English teacher that doesn't like him. So I really can't tell you how I got out of that. It was embarrassing. Everybody was embarrassed. And she obviously needed some kind of retribution. Fair enough. Fair enough. Hashtag me too.
You only had 5 years with her left to go.
Yeah, well, that's it. Well, it was year 7, so I never did have her again.
Did
So
you ever have?
I wonder
Miss
why.
Sniff as a teacher?
I think after Tim's shenanigans, she wasn't taking trappets anymore, perhaps.
I reckon in year 9 I had her as like I don't know, maybe an English teacher or something.
Yeah.
I think she did like me, and like I got like almost a Me Too from her.
Oh, really? You
Yeah.
got me too'd.
Yeah,
Okay.
she used to. You never saw the favoured kids where she'd want to check over their shoulder to make sure that their answers were correct, and there was just a little bit too much body
closeness.
contact.
I had heard about this, Dan. Yes,
Well,
Yeah.
interesting.
From other sources.
Well, I haven't heard this side of it. So it was years and years later. So we ended up working for Mum and Dad at De La Salle College, and that actually split off to another school which
Running
was
the
just
canteens,
the year
yeah.
9. Yeah, it was just the year 9 campus. So it was, they basically threw all these kids, and they were like the biggest turds ever. So when you're in year 9, you're at your worst stage.
That is
They're
the
just like,
worst.
get rid of them, get rid of them, give them their own school, make them all peacocks, right? So they're all around peacocking. And lo and behold, while I'm at this school with Vanessa, Miss Fisher signs up to be on staff.
Okay.
So now she's one of my work colleagues.
Excellent. Excellent.
She was shocked to see her
Ginger Megs.
her
Arch nemesis.
her attacker face to face serving her food. But she used to come into the canteen, still very awkward after a good 20 years of you know.
And
I
she
can
knew
understand
exactly.
that. It's a fairly serious accusation.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Come to think of it, she did order finger buns a lot. She had a thing for finger buns. Yeah, but that was very awkward, and I was having to say to my it's as embarrassing as it gets to have somebody accusing you of molesting them in front of your parents, but then to later be with your wife and say, "Oh, by the way, just so you know, that's Miss Fishnapsick. She thinks I'm a molesterer," and I think Vanessa tended to agree.
It's an embarrassing moment.
It sure is. It sure is.
Yes.
I mean, the only real embarrassing moment, well, I've had many, but I don't know if I've told this story from year 10. They put me in the debate team, and I didn't want to be in the debate team. And I was like, I was rocking up to the meetings, you know, and the practice events, and I just didn't give a shit, and I was just going to wing it. I thought, you know, I could talk some shit. You know,
I've took some smack.
I didn't have a podcast at that time, but you know,
Yeah, he was writing a
I was
diary.
budding. I was writing a diary. And so anyway, the day came of the bloody debate, and we went off in the bus to this other school, and it was a massive event. It was there was about 14 schools there. There was an auditorium. It was full on, and they said, "You've got to." The rules are you've got 3 minutes.
You've got to use.
You're not allowed to go over, and you're not allowed to go under. You have to stand up there for 3 minutes, no matter what. You either keep talking or you stand there.
Wow.
And so
you chose the latter.
Well, I think I was like the second or the third speaker, Mr. Speaker, and
Couldn't you
didn't have anything to spoke.
Couldn't you speak about
Not
what
even-
was already spoken about?
Yeah.
I got
Aren't you the
look. I
summariser?
panicked. I
wasn't
got
listening.
about I don't know.
Couldn't
30,
you have just gone, I concur?
well, I think that's
I
about what
concur.
I did. Like 35 seconds, maybe a minute of.
What do you
talking
think?
of
Can you
notes and
come
stuff.
up with a debate topic that
It was
might
something
have
to
been
do.
about?
It was something to do with religion, and
Is-
something to do with the Bible.
Oh, so you want to be you got to go fact yourself.
Yeah,
live and
you
and
want
I
to be
thought, I've
across the
got this.
deets.
I got this.
I got
Guard,
this.
sheep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else is in there?
Resurrection.
Blood. There's a bit of blood in there. Crosses.
Revelations is
And,
pretty
Body
nasty.
of Christ.
And I'm out.
Yeah.
And then you just stand there for 3 minutes.
And then I stood there for about 2.5 minutes, which seems like, 4 weeks. And the beating, like everyone just staring at me and all the team members going, "You fucked us. You fucked us."
yeah, Mike does.
And I'm just going, well, jeez. I've got...
It's very similar to the story I told
so
last week.
embarrassed.
with the
I'm embarrassed
clarinet.
now.
Well, with the clarinet thing, that I was able to get up and pretend
Mime.
I mimed the theme to Superman because there was 6 other clarinets.
Did you know that I have almost the identical story?
Do you really?
In year 7, I wanted to get my hands on saxophone, but
this is
the
exactly what we were saying
It's
last.
the
This is
same story.
story.
Tell it.
The saxophone was gone, so I couldn't get it. So I went, fuck it.
Saxophone.
I'll go clarinet. You blow on it. It's sort of similar.
But straight.
So we proceeded through the year. I think we're sometime in term 3, and the band.
Yep.
What do you call it? Orchestra. The orchestra had been practicing together now for months and months and months.
Yeah.
But me and this other guy, John, the 2 clarinet players, 2 of 4 clarinet players, had never been to one of these orchestra practices.
Right.
But then at the end of term 3, we went to the Camberwell Town Hall, which is a massive concert venue.
It's pretty big.
For a big inter-school orchestral competition.
Yep.
Didn't know any of the songs, could hardly play clarinet, and had never been to any practice. And Mr. Borden saw me backstage with this other bloke, and he goes, "What are you two dudes doing here?
You're not.
You're not part of the orchestra." And he goes, "All right, you're going on, but don't make a sound." So we went up, mimed 2 songs, and
Brilliant.
yeah.
Brilliant.
That's a good way to get out of a subject when the teacher just goes, just don't play anything.
Don't do anything.
Don't tell
Just
my
stand
boss.
there.
And so what I did in year 9 Japanese class, sorry, Mum and Dad, if you're hearing this and just seeing where your money went. But Japanese class, I don't think Mum and Dad really knew that I took Japanese.
I just found it out.
And when I failed it miserably, I just tore it out of the report card.
Oh,
Okay.
did you really?
Yeah.
That's a good move.
6 subjects instead of 7.
Okay. In what
Yeah,
year?
I think
Year 9 or 10. Yeah. Just ripped it out.
the old rip out.
Yeah, we just don't
your
do
style.
maths anymore.
We don't need it. I like your style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the other plan was day of the exams. I wanted to do a ninja mission with all the slackers who hadn't studied. A late night Sunday mission to up to Salesian College with silicon guns and silicon up all the locks to every building.
Which you probably could have got away with it then because there
No
wouldn't have
cameras.
been any cameras or
balaclavas.
Yep.
And every single padlock, every single door gets a squirt of silicone.
Yep.
And then they can't have school tomorrow. And so I get out of the exam and I've got an extra day to study.
They would do that, wouldn't they? Would they set us up in the hall? Is that
I'm not sure what happens. I never went ahead with the Devious plan, Tim.
okay?
It's more of a just...
And he did go to the exam, and
And I failed miserably.
How is your Japanese?
Comiste? And what was the one? Carte blanche.
Gotcha. I didn't actually fact that. Probably won't.
konnichiwa.
I know how to write the J, the equivalent of J.
It does it look like a J?
It's exactly like a J.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
an easy one to remember. I like it.
That's all those memories.
Yeah.
Yeah. I still dream of school a fair bit.
Do you?
Yeah, there is that. I get that occasionally.
Are they
classes.
positive? No?
No.
Always negative.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, and it all stems from that one teacher that called you a pip in primary school.
Yeah. I'd say so.
Started there.
Victor Tanti. If only I knew what a Tanti was back then, I would have had so much more material. Yeah. But I think everybody protected me by not telling me what a Tanti was because
you just wouldn't have
I
been
would
able
have
to
come
sit
in
on
too
that.
hard too soon.
Yes.
Yep.
That could have been a disaster.
And grade 5 is not the time or the place to be. Actually, now that I think about it, my daughter's in grade 5. I was a cunt.
In grade 5.
Are you thinking about your daughter?
Yeah,
It's
no,
like thinking the same thing about
she's in
How's
grade-
my daughter?
She's in grade
fine,
5.
but
She's
I-
really
She's a
good.
bit of a cunt.
She's really good. I couldn't imagine being...
School's different, man.
It is, isn't it?
There's no kid up there that's been hit, smacked, embarrassed. Do you know what my most embarrassing moments actually wasn't the debate? It was every time we had a maths test. And then what they do is they hand your tests around and we'll correct them all here.
Oh, correct each other's tests.
Correct each other's tests. And then you have to stand up at the end and say, because he's marking it in his book, who got 20 out of 20? Yeah, okay, yeah, all the Asian blokes. And then who got 19 out of 20? Oh, all the Indian dudes.
Yeah.
And then right down the bottom,
Yeah, you skip to the
it's
bottom.
me and Shorey going, oh, what did you get? And you end up saying a few times, I got 1 out of 20. Because if you haven't been to the class and you don't know how to do the first formula, you can't do the other 19
Formulas.
questions.
Yeah, you can't.
So you write down a half answer on a couple of them. Yeah.
Yep.
Anyway, that was pretty fucked up. So the kids don't do that anymore. So they're having a great time over there.
They are having...
I asked them, like, are you looking forward to the school holidays? Nah.
No, they want
not
more
really.
school. They want more kids to mess
Okay.
around with. You know? Because there is... I'm heading towards that the play date, as it was. The can I have a friend over this holidays? And I've found it's. Have you started on that side of things yet?
We haven't done the play date without the mum also in tow.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Mm.
See,
That's the
I
new
would
thing.
wait.
We do a lot
because-
of. Well, I've got young little kids, so
Yeah, they're
play
quite-
dates. Play dates. Well, then not at school. Evie starts school next year.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
right.
a bit.
Yep,
It's a bit
yep.
soon to just be like,
It is.
so what up?
Yeah, true. Oh, well, I don't want to leave my kids anywhere. Nah. God bless you.
People are the worst. Can't trust anyone.
Yeah, that's it. Shall we take a quick?
I need a peppermint tea.
Okay, let's have
What a
quick
great idea.
tea time. Timmy tea time. All right,
Timmy
we'll
two
be
bags.
Right back. Timmy two bags. Yeah, we'll be right back after this tea message.
This is a Sex Robot Repair Center recalling announcement. Dear and valid customers, at Sex Robot Repair Center, we would like to recall the following products to be reevaluated due to incompetent staff. Your safety is in absolute danger if using the following items from our April 2005 catalog. Raw Mouth 2001 Deluxe, product number 678. Slammer's Delight, product number 55. Instant Release Midnight Edition, product number 687. The Scissor Swing, product number 3019. The Butt Cave Explorers Edition Starter Kit, product number 2098. If it splatters, it matters. Aftershave. If you have any of these products, please stop using them immediately. Send them back to us for reevaluation, as they may cause the following illnesses: colon collapse syndrome, swollen lip rot, excessive anal discharge, dark age mutational growth of the genitals, and Herbert Rodriguez disease. Our emergency numbers are not currently available. Please send your product with no refunds to Rudolph Bernstein's 2049 Solid Gold Dancer Avenue, California.
We've got a stirrer. I poured it on my leg. It's so hot. It's so hot.
Tea was a bad choice.
Did you bring that flask of tea?
The Thermos brand thermos.
Yes.
Yes, I did.
We will not bow to any sponsor.
Oh no, small, different.
I did.
Yellow.
That was the first round of peppermint tea, and Vanessa, your lovely wife and host, poured us a fresh batch.
Okay. Again, second peppermint tea in 10 years.
Mm-hmm. And that's got the famed tea bag relay method. So there's a 3-bag in there.
Okay.
And
Sure.
we're going. And how is the consistent with the the strength? I would say
It's spot on, actually.
Yeah.
Any more than that,
Yep.
and I don't think I'd like it. What's where's peppermint? Right? Is that from a seed?
it's a plant.
It's
It's
related
like a
to mint.
Spearmint.
Yeah,
Same-
also
same
related
deal.
to mint.
That's like a like the leaf.
It's,
Yeah.
it's
Kind
in
of
the
thing.
code. It's coded, an Enigma code to break it. But anything with a mint in it is pretty much from the mint family.
Okay.
And
Candy
Mentos
canes.
is not one of that family.
Yeah, candy canes. What I've discovered is I really detest candy canes, but they've got a new pineapple candy cane out. So it's a
Okay.
yellow one. If you see those ones,
Get on board.
get on board. It's actually just like sweet candy. Have we got a game?
Well, look, I wanted to do
have you got 25 facts on termites, Jeremy?
cockroaches
Okay.
this week. We did.
So
We did
So okay,
termites.
can I just well, we've just poured it and we've just done a little bit of the old tea time. So can we launch into some kind of something there, Jezbot?
Yes, most species are not pests. This is the number one fact. There's
Wait a minute. Do you want to just introduce the?
this is
what
the
it
top 10 facts about cockroaches.
Okay. Last week was termites.
Termites. I wanted to
educate our listeners.
educate and not have so many Michael Douglas falling down moments in
Yep.
Bunnings'.
Yep.
Just to relax.
It's the lighter side of Jezbot.
Yeah. I don't want everyone
Basically.
to think that I'm some ogre running around
No,
screaming.
you don't want people to know he's some ogre.
Well, I'll tidy it up with some cockroach facts.
Okay. So you've gone for educate above entertain.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. Well, we can't know everything about Jezbot.
And we can't know everything about cockroaches, but we're about to
We're gonna
find
have a
out.
We're
crack
about
at
to
it.
find out.
Yes, there's known some 4,000 species. Most of the cockroaches aren't pests. The ones that you see scurrying around your kitchen sometimes are invasive, but mostly you've got yourself some native cockroaches.
Okay.
So just don't be so quick on the old Mortine. Kill some cockroaches that you've seen.
Yes. Now, can I just stop you right there on the Mortine thing?
Just to let you know, to stop you there, there's 10 of these facts.
And just to stop you there, just on the whole Mortine thing, if a cockroach, true or false, can survive the apocalypse, why is it so easy to kill them with Mortine?
Because Mortine is hideously
apocalyptic.
Yeah. Which makes you wonder when you're spraying bug sprays in the house.
Are you in fact killing yourself?
Yeah, how much are we, like, they really
Well, here's the
ring.
thing. We keep the doors open just for the puppies and whatnot, and the flies seem to congregate just underneath the lamp or the light in the
Yeah, around the middle of the room.
middle of the room. I don't know. It must be the vortex or the cool air or something is drawing them to that spot.
Okay.
But then you've got your Mortine can for flying insects, but it doesn't work on cockroaches, and then the cockroach Mortine doesn't work on flying insects.
Okay, yeah, that's how they get
So
you.
why?
Because that means you've got to buy two Mortine products. But just on that, you've looking up for inspiration for your Mortine medley that you're writing. You've discovered that Louis the Fly actually has way more fans than you'll ever
Thanks
get.
for bringing that up. Yeah, doing some Mortine research
As you do.
in my spare time.
Yeah.
And short enough, like you're saying, the Facebook page of Louis the Fly, the mascot of Mortine, Australia's beloved, has more Facebook friends than, I don't know, well, they had 250K.
He's got a he's
So
got
they're
a
either-
Brooklyn accent, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's American, that's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, what are they trying to say?
What are you doing over there with
Yeah,
these?
you trying to spray me with the Mortine and whatnot.
Number 2. Okay?
Oh, this is
Cockroaches are scavengers.
Great.
So I think we're already scraping the bottom of the barrel about cockroach facts already.
Well, we
Yeah.
know. Let's wait. Let me guess.
We
Number
were
3.
aspiring towards fun facts, but we'll settle for facts.
Some facts. Let me guess. Number 4. A cockroach can survive with its head off for 2 days.
No spoilers.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
I actually
that was the climax.
Oh, sorry. That was the big.
Way to go, Tim. But we know about number 2. Yeah, they're going to feed on waste, trash, and food,
We
and
know
blah
that.
blah blah. They leave germs and droppings in their wake. So that's another thing.
Fancy that.
So clean up all those dust particles that you're seeing, all the skin you were talking about earlier, Tim. Also in there is
Good food.
cockroach.
Shit.
Yes. Here we go. This is the same as the termite one scam they're running on this number 3.
Yep.
They've been around for a long time.
Oh, yeah, which they don't specify.
Okay.
Do you want to have a crack?
Well, let's say 95 million years.
Yeah, no, let's go a whole lot longer because there's fossils of this shit being found under the ocean.
Sure.
I'm going to say 500 million years.
Let's say, Dan, you were closer
Yep.
than Tim's 90, but it's around about the 200 to 350.
Right in the middle.
Well, I think maybe
Yeah,
you're
right.
close,er
350. It was the
Yeah, it
time.
was like 300 off.
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
Good
you said,
maths.
what did you say?
500 million.
Oh, yeah, you can take over.
Dan,
I just
Dan
told you my
passed his
experience.
maths.
Told you about my experience.
You're really putting
Looks like I
yourself
just
on the
got
spot.
0 on this test as well.
Yeah, that's right. Give us a number 7.
Well, I know what 4 is. I can
Oh,
I know what the number 4 is when it looks like on a piece of paper.
Okay.
Okay.
Cockroaches like to be touched.
Oh,
But I would disagree because every time you turn on the light to try to squish them,
they
they
run.
scurry off.
So
Did
who's
you know, just speaking of touching things and liking it,
in the dark?
there was a scientific research paper released today that has demonstrated that plants don't like being touched. And if you touch a plant, you're actually making them put all of their energy into their protection defense mechanism, and it stunts their growth.
Sidebar:
Okay.
pissing on them's fine.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So piss on it from
They
a distance.
love a golden shower.
Pissy,
Yes.
pissy, no touchy, touchy.
Yeah, that's right.
That's the rule. That's the number 4 rule of growing
Of,
plants.
the green
Yeah.
thumbing.
Okay, back to the exciting.
Just like
cockroach
Tim's
facts.
teachers, they don't like to be touched.
Timmy's teachers.
So number 4, yes, the thigmotropic. Thigmotropic.
Yep, number 5.
Yeah, they can fit into small spaces is what I'm trying to get at. They seek out cracks and crevices, squeezing into spaces that offer them the comfort
Just
of
like
a tight
just like
of a
Timmy
tight
in
fit.
Year 9.
That's right.
Let me get to the it would have been
good. It was a good time.
Yeah, but it was better. Like
Was
they
it?
seek out cracks and crevices, squeezing into spaces that offer them the comfort of a tight fit,
Okay.
just like Timmy's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we got it.
Yeah.
The small German cockroach can fit into a crack as thin as a dime.
Oh, hello.
Okay, there you go. Whatever.
That reminds me of my wedding night.
They lay lots of eggs. Number 5. Yep. Yeah.
They sure do. What a fun fact.
That was fun.
They lay lots of eggs, Dan.
Roaches love bacteria.
Sure.
Yep. Just like Tim's fingernails.
Yep.
That's number 6. Here we go. Here's
Okay,
the
great.
money shot.
They
Cockroaches
survive without heads.
don't need heads to
Oh,
survive.
there you go. I knew it was coming.
Lop off the head of a roach, and a week or two later, to still respond to stimuli by wiggling its legs. Why? Surprisingly, its head hasn't all the important stuff makes the cockroaches function.
A big thing for some of the kids at school was to get a bit of string and tie up the old blowfly, and Blue take that string to the desk and have the flies go. "Meh."
Some kids
String.
or
Some kid, me.
Yeah.
It was me. Did you ever get into that cruelty?
I watched Camo insert blades of grass up a marchfly's ass at the prom one
and then
time.
let it go. Yeah. That was
That was, look, I was an observer, Your Honour.
it was funny in the lead up of hearing
It's
about
still
what was
funny.
going to happen, but
It's
seeing
still
it,
funny.
no, it was actually seeing it was a bit off,
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a bit sad.
and recounting it is also.
You're missing the funnest fun fact of cockroaches of them all.
Which is number
Cockroaches
10.
are in fact the food of the future. A very high source of protein, easily farmed and harvested, already popular throughout Asia, and quite delicious.
The taste that can't be beat.
with
Try.
a bit of satay sauce.
Try escape pods, cockroaches.
Today. Yeah, I like it. Would you try one?
Yes,
I'll try
they're
that.
good.
Yeah, try that.
I've eaten bugs. They're
Try
good.
it out.
Yeah, okay.
They're good. They're nutty.
Nutty, yeah. I've heard
Protein,
that.
full of proteins.
Heard that.
Number 8, they're fast.
Sure.
So cockroaches detect approaching threats by sensing changes in air currents.
The world's dumbest cockroach facts. They're,
Yep.
let me guess. Some of them fly, most of them fly, but they choose to run because they don't want to fly. Is that right?
Let's find out. The fastest time. Hold on. The fastest start time clocked by a cockroach was just 8.2 milliseconds after it sensed a puff of air on its rear end.
Ooh.
Which is how I kind of
That's
roll
how-
too.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I quite like
Nope.
that too.
Yep.
Okay. So there you go. And number 9, tropical roaches are big.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Mate, these facts are just extraordinary.
Cockroaches can be trained.
Okay.
Possibly weaponized. No.
Now you're getting interesting.
Yeah, well, you could drop a... you could drop one of those drone things on one.
Nanobots. Yeah.
Okay, well, here we go. The
I did see...
more crazy cockroach facts, Tim. Hold on a second. Oh, jeez. It's often been said that cockroaches are so hardy that they can survive a nuclear explosion. Although the bugs can survive levels of radiation that would kill a human being within minutes, higher levels of exposure can be deadly. In one experiment, cockroaches were exposed to 10,000 rads of radiation, about the same amount as the nuclear bombs dropped on Japan during World War II. Only about 10% survived the test.
Right. Yeah, okay. Interesting.
Well, that is a couple of minutes that you, me, and our thousands of beloved listeners are never going to get back.
No, as long as they live.
Top up that peppermint tea after all that talking.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah.
It's good.
Thanks.
That's everything I never everything I already knew about cockroaches, and was never going to ask again.
Yep.
Well, next week
But
it'll be something a bit more dynamic, maybe.
Okay.
But delivered well with gusto.
Thank you.
So cheers for that.
Thanks. There you go.
Yeah, hit us with a life cycle of a butterfly or a moth, and
Okay.
relate them back to each other, and give us a few definitions on the colour meanings of a butterfly's wing.
You can back
I got a
yourself out of that one, Tim.
I got a suggestion for you. Maybe less buggy.
Enough with the bugs. Something a bit more funny, less buggy.
Yeah, that's it.
I do have in my phone photos here, Danoz,
Yeah.
something that is not really pod listen friendly and the like, but sure do have a spunky photo of Danoz in our.
That's a young and virile looking specimen of a man.
There's a photo of Danoz in Jeremy's photo book
Album,
from 90. What do you reckon? How old do you reckon you're there?
That's,
2005, I'd say.
Yeah, that's.
That's 2005.
No, yeah, it's early 2000s.
It actually looks
'Cause
like
I've got
one of
short-
those photos.
I got short hair.
Looks like one of those photos that you'd put in the newspaper saying, "Have you seen this guy?" Don't you think?
It's looking pretty dapper Dan.
Yep.
Tap it down.
Now, if we're doing poor podcast material,
Sure.
I've got a
Yeah.
photo as well.
Yeah, okay. We're getting balls deep into the visual medium.
So Oscar, always listener, sometimes co-host,
Yeah.
sent me off this photo we found. He was watching a World War II documentary, and this is the revolution of Warsaw, or when they think the Soviets swooped in and saved Warsaw, I'd say,
Yep.
something like that. And took a photo of this chap in there, and it looks like someone. Would you say?
I've seen it. I'll let you know. It looks like Jez.
Don't forget you're on a podcast, Dan.
Yeah.
Wow,
Hello.
that's an extraordinary likeness.
Would you agree or disagree?
Loosely agree.
Okay.
Yeah, I
So
agree
it's
enough.
It's a 20-year-old version of me.
Yes.
And we went around to Jeremy's place and tried to recreate the photo with the same lighting, and we were hideously drunk, and it took about 45 minutes before Jeremy went, I'm not doing this anymore. So we couldn't recreate. We're trying to say, does it look like him or doesn't it? Do a side by side.
Yep.
But just to bring it back to a podcast-worthy conversation, you don't actually have to see the photo. It looks like me. It's my doppelganger from the 1944 in Poland or wherever. So
Not you. Clearly
it's not
not
me.
you.
No, I
Clearly.
wasn't there. But how do you feel about, say, Dan, I know how you're probably going to answer.
having a doppelganger.
Reincarnation or doppelgangers or...
How do I feel?
How do you feel? What are your thoughts? Even Tim, you can weigh in if you want.
I'm okay with it.
I've
You
got
think-
lots of doppelgangers. I know that.
Have you?
Yep. I have many people come up to me and go, Swampy! Oh, you're not Swampy. Dano! You're not Dano.
Okay.
I have that a lot.
I don't, but I'm okay with it.
You think
I know what I like. I like when a podcast has reached its natural end. I sure do.
Well, let's do a quick Pfeffernuss, give some Christmas wishes.
Christmas
and
Pfeffernuss.
Christmas Pfeffernuss, your hopes, your desires, your dreams, what Santa's going to bring to you. What are
Maybe
you gonna-
maybe something that you didn't get as a child that you wish you could get.
Just like I wanted, sent to Tim this morning, the Inspector Gadget. That was my favourite gift that
Yep.
I ever got,
Yep.
Mum and Dad. You didn't give me a very good education, but, geez, that Inspector Gadget toy was awesome.
They provided the opportunity
They
for you
did.
to grasp with your private school education. You just chose not to.
Yeah, I fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything that I wanted that I didn't get.
I always wanted Adidas 3 stripes, but I only ever got Coles Fossies 2 stripes.
Okay, we're talking shoes. We're talking
One stripe
tracksuit
short.
pants. Or
We're talking tracksuit pants.
Okay, pants.
Yeah.
Oh, because that was the
Always.
thing. You could really tell the fakes, the phonies.
Yep.
That had the 2-stripe.
Yep.
Yeah, I did want a real pair of Stoozies at one point.
Yeah,
Yep.
but you got West.
But you got the West Coast.
You
I
got
got the
West
West
Coast.
Coast
I got the
too.
West
But
Coast too.
no one ever knew.
No, they didn't know.
I think
No one ever
by that
cared.
stage we were anti-fashion. The three of
Also.
us. We were Bloodstones, army pants,
Flannies.
and a woolen jumper from the army disposals.
Yep.
I
Yeah,
don't
it's
think
true.
the Stussy thing really mattered at that stage,
Yep.
but a
And your-
ponytail did.
Yeah, and your woolen jumper actually had more street cred if it had holes in it.
You know, at that stage of where the three of us had been put in a prison cell, we could have woven our hair as an escape rope.
We could have.
Yeah. So how do you do that? Would we end up in one big matted mess in the middle of the room with our hair tied together? Oh, get some scissors.
You want to cut the hair first,
Cut the hair
and then
first.
plait it into
Gotcha.
the rope.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So that's your hopes and dreams. So we all end up in a cell together.
No, just want a big fucking TV.
Okay. You want a TV.
I'm not going to get one though.
Hmm.
I've been trying to plug away at getting something nice for my wife that she actually wants. Now you get to a certain point
tough.
where these kind of things are difficult.
Yeah.
Well, she would like a garden chair, but
Yeah.
I was looking at a wrought iron garden chair, like a legit one. They're like $1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get a vacuum cleaner for that.
I could get a vacuum, but that would be inappropriate because
Can't
it's like,
sit on it.
Well, it can't sit on it, and it's sending the wrong message. So
Can I say that I'm a little bit shocked that I actually just discovered that those Dysons are $1,000. That's.
Did you get a V10?
Oh, I don't know. I have to have a look.
Well, there's like a V6, V7, V8, and it's like 300, 400, 500, 600.
I bet you got the V6. Yeah. We'll find out, and I won't tell the listeners. Now that
Yeah.
I know.
Have you ever played with your Dyson in a dark room?
I'll say. Who hasn't in these days? Well, we are closing in on Christmas, and every show that we do from here till Christmas will be a Christmas show.
Yes,
I guess. So hopefully we don't rinse all
Holy
of
shit.
our material in
peppermint
one
tea's really
hit.
getting to me.
Yeah. I feel like having Hungry Jacks again.
Yeah, what's
Okay.
What is that smell?
I love
You've
it.
gone
Is
there
that Hungry-
recently.
Is that Hungry Jacks? No, I think it's the
It's
music.
the music
to get us
coming
out
up.
of here.
Oh, yeah.
Ah,
Let's
of
get
course.
us out
The
there.
slight smell of gherkin.
Pickle Riri. On behalf of Turnstile Records presents the Escape Pods, I'd like to say thanks for listening. I'm Timmy Taco.
Yes, and a very Merry Christmas coming from Jezbot.
Ho, 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 and a bottle of rum. I've been Danoz.
Thank you for pressing the self-destruct button. The ship will self-destruct in exactly 2 minutes and 45 seconds.
Who are you? One pod left. And 3 of us.
The escape pod. The escape pod.
What if there are droids in the escape pod? The sensors wouldn't pick them up.
Escape pod, as I say, it's really nice.
Well, boys, it's a very lovely ship. I think you should go down.